So starting in Apuvu, which is the administrative town here, and is the only town in the whole area. I think I looked up the, because there's 16,000 people in the whole area. The official population of Apuvu is 2,000 people. And that's the capital of the area. So all resource, but there is quite a lot. There's a Tops Bottle Store, there's a Checkers, there's a couple of banks and fuel stations. So it's your last place in the whole, or the only place in the whole area to get any supplies. And it's got a tar street. So this is a Herero woman, and this is just going about her normal business. So this is how she will dress every day. With the big hat and the big flowery dresses. As you can see, there's Herero. She's just come from the OK supermarket. That's a Himba man. You see, got his stick. That's for defending against lions. And this is a typical supermarket queue. So you've got the Himba lady there, and then you've got all the people dressed in different ways, just in the supermarket. Yes.
Do they all get along?
Yeah. Yeah. Certain more in these rural areas, because basically they're all from one tribe in this. They're all Himbas. So they're Himbas or Hereros. The Himbas are part of the Herero tribe. They're like a sub-tribe. You will rarely see, like, so all of this area we'll go through, we won't see a single policeman or police car or police station. The Himbas still have an uneasy agreement with the Namibian government, because the Namibian government, especially in recent years, wants to show Namibia as a forward country that's developing and modern. This does not fit in with that picture. The Himbas, on the other hand, don't want anything to do with modern life. You know, internet, Wi-Fi, roads, even when, because what I was doing up there was actually finding out where water wells can be put. And a lot of the villages were actually against it, because water wells changed their community life. Because the women gathered water, but sometimes they'd walk 20 kilometers every day to go and get water. I mean, they'd be great on the Fish River hike, wouldn't they? They could just carry the water for us. Maybe we should hire some Himbas for the hike. And it was actually American Aid that I was working for at that point. They proposed that they would go to the Kokaveld and put in water wells in the middle of the village, so women didn't have to walk. And the women said no. Because when they walked from the village to the water and back again, that's when they did all the village business. That's when they talked to each other, they sorted out issues, who was sleeping with who was going to marry who could do what. Because the women in the Himbas make most of the decisions, because they run the village, the men go out and herd the goats. So what they did, and they thought that if they were in the village, the men would interfere with the running of the village if they were there trying to sort things out. So the compromise was those water troughs, which are put outside the village, and they can choose to use them or not, and other people can use them. So they do get along, but they govern themselves very strictly. So anybody messing with anybody, it really is back to, like if you and I have a disagreement, we wouldn't sit down and chat over a cup of coffee. It's okay, go and get your panga. Let's see who bleeds first, let's see who falls down first, and that's how they sort things out, which means they have very, very little issues. Also, they're a very communal tribe. The families share everything. So one member of a family has something, the whole tribe has it. And generally it can be something as simple as, you know, a number plate that fell off a car. They will take it to the village elder. The village elder will decide what is the best use of this thing for the community, rather than people having stuff. They're not interested in possessions. They're interested in living as a community and surviving. And this is something we've got very soft, because we don't need to survive anymore. We start living a life. They are surviving. Average age of a Himba, you're old once you're in your 20s. So all of you, not just me, are old. Actually, is anybody under 20?
I'm not 20.
Oh, so, okay, we've got some youngsters in the audience. A youngster. Sorry if I've aged anybody else. And, I mean, when I was going there, when I was 26, they used to refer to me as the old man. And it hasn't really changed very much. Their life expectancy, when they get to 40, they're a revered father. You know, that is really old for him, but life is very, very hard there. I'm not sure what to call me now, but we'll leave that to but yeah, this is just typical supermarkets. It's just like a normal supermarket, and this is how they live. So this is actually the Herero village. So the Hereros are not nomadic like the Himbas. So the Himbas will generally have the mud huts and the kraals and do the goat herding. The Hereros generally have more permanent houses and homes like this, and they do more sort of management style. So it's like a tiered structure.